Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Gorilla kicks it off with a verbal grenade. No filter, no brakes, just truth unafraid. Docs, who needs him? He's shooting straight. Dropping hot takes at a rapid rate. Mikey rolls in with a file so thick. Knows your features, origin, and the politics. History buff with a dev sixth sense. Quoting Jara like it's self-defense. It's Friday, we're bruised but alive. Barely sane, but we still survive. Push that merge, don't ask how. The Waltons own this circus now. BVP with a smile and a sucker punch. Slides in jokes with a logic crunch. Last mid-Louis, chaos contained. That last line of code, you're getting flamed. Then there's Germ with the side-eye glare. Cynical takes float in the air. Nice commit, he lies with his teeth. For suggesting a rewrite underneath. It's Friday, we're bruised but alive. Very sane, but we still survive. Push that merge, don't ask how. The Waltons own this circus now. So here's to bugs, to banter and brawls, to teammate to roast while catching your falls. Same time next week, yeah, we'll be back. Shipping dreams on a caffeine track.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another Walton's Review. Before we get started, I got a special fuck you to send to Amazon there. You sit there, you charge a shit ton for your Prime service. You put the show where it's Prime only, but then when we go do a review, we can't. They got a fucking blocker on it, so we can't use that source as a review. And they got a great player for these reviews. So there's your special fuck you to Amazon Prime. Amazon. But anyhow, with me, I got Resolute Germ. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
This episode was this was a slug to get through. I'm gonna be honest. This was a long day, so already. How are you doing, PvP?
Not bad. Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and say hello to our chatter. Welcome, FKHC 2005. Welcome, Kios Hail. Another week has come and gone. Now time for the dirty joke. This week's episode of the Waltons. Grandpa Walton enjoys time alone with Han Solo. Now, what you should have done there at FKHC is you should have said hand solo. You see what I did there?
You read my mind. I was gonna modify the joke with the same thing. Yep.
Yeah. And get on it, the mule ain't gonna
Oh boy.
I don't even think I've said something that raunchy. And I've said some really fucked up shit on this show or on these reviews. Looks like one of the chatties is not present. Yeah, we're this week we're gonna see if Gorilla can go the distance. What's that even supposed to be? Sorry,
You have had a tendency to fall asleep. Not on Fridays, but
yeah. But we'll have a new song here here next week. So, but anyhow, we're gonna start off with our prologue here. In the spring of 1938, I began to feel the burden of publishing the Blue Ridge Chronicle and finishing my novel. It would be the newspaper which would create a crisis affecting the entire family. Oh, why is it everything always a crisis?
Well, John Boy is steaming toward complete asshole status, so everything's a crisis for him.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna still try it. So here we got John Boyd typing, and I don't know what did the push in the car when they're trying to start it do because I've seen it done, but I don't. I'm too young to know the mechanics of that.
sometimes it used to work on cars. I'm not sure of the mechanics either, but I remember when people would push a car and sometimes it would actually start.
Okay.
The push engine, through some complicated means, why I'd ever thought that was a good idea to make an engine, the rotation of the axle would help prime the engine.
Okay, gotcha. Well, anyhow, they couldn't get started, so they go ahead and push back. And why is it they got like Aaron in there? They're trying to start it and have Jim Bob, whose vehicle it is, and he's also has stronger muscles than her. Or have trying to fucking start it.
He's probably trying to give the clutch a little English.
Oh, kind of like the same English when I smashed my thumb at work.
Exactly.
Oh, that's the one thing I kind of miss our old supervisor there when I was sitting there pounding the stuff together. Every time like I'd hit my wrist or something, I'd scream, "Motherfucker!" No, I was like here for a shopping. You dumbass! Because they know what it was him. Okay, thank you. Well, that's mine. It's my Reese's.
Is now.
I'm gonna open it. I'm opening it.
All right. So anyhow, they push it all back and they're squeaking. They're making all kinds of noise from it, trying to start to it backfiring and all that. And apparently that's irritating. Yeah. Hey, is that where that rapper goes? So, there, John Boy can't concentrate on his thing here, and how could Ben kind of took the initiative there, but do you think that the guy would really approve of offering the five? It's on the couch, but anyhow, they're offering if they bring the ad in, it's $5 off a car. That's a lot. We're still at 37, aren't we?
Yeah, but that's like 5% on the cheap cars.
Well, as he says though, it'll increase the volume of your traffic onto your car lot.
No.
Therefore, increased traffic will get increased sales. So even if you got to give a small coupon discount situation, you're still going to end up selling more cars and making more money in the long run. So Ben's right, actually, I think.
Yeah, maybe he's just showing initiative there. So basically, he's offering $111 off the car in today's money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're selling the car for like 100 or 120, then you're still making money, right?
Yeah. And they made him get a bigger ad there, and he's like, "Hey, darling, can you cut the check?" He goes, "Already did." Now, I wonder if they got the close up of her eyes here. They had like a real close up here. I might be out of line here, but she has some pretty eyes there. The nice bright blue eyes.
Why do you think Benny Boy is going after her?
Yeah.
Well, she's easy on the eyes in general, I'd say.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a certain mustache man who'd like her because she's a blonde hair, blue eyes. So anyhow, she already wrote the check out to him. She knew his dad, and he was coming in. Sheriff Epps came in.
Bye.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Sheriff.
Bye,
I don't know
Ben.
where he's going. He found some car. He was asking if it was one of his, and the guy's like, he was selling them so fast that faster than they could be stolen.
Well, they don't follow through on that scene, unfortunately, but that's the first indication that we get that maybe the car dealer isn't the most honest. Well, he's a used car salesman, so I guess what can you expect, right?
Yeah. And hey, Suzanne, how's it going? I hope you're doing good, well tonight.
Hey, Suzanne.
Yeah. So, do you remember this gal? She's the one that she's the one that Ep there was banging while he's in France there. And she
So
was
that's
here
like-
in that episode a couple episodes ago.
I don't remember that, but oh well.
Yeah, lost love.
Yeah, when Epps was wounded in France there, she's the one that let's just say she took care of him.
Was that actually in an
There.
episode? I must have missed something. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was a few episodes ago.
Gosh.
There,
I forget that.
that would have
The
been
first one Grandma missed.
Was it the first one that Grandma missed?
I believe so. One of the first.
Okay, it's been a little while then, I guess, but
I think it was
I don't remember
like
that.
3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on, so
Yeah, it was from the episode when they're doing Honor Day, to commemorate the end of World War One.
yeah, okay. Oh well, no big deal. I
Well,
don't remember it clearly, but
I'm glad you're doing fabulous there, Suzanne. Now this year, it looks like they're freaking making out there.
yeah,
Vacation.
good
they're doing
place
a
to
lot
pause
of
there, girl.
Yeah, and apparently her and Liv were acting like long lost school girls there, and she's asked what's bring back, and I can't remember if they're gonna go. She said she's on vacation. She loved the mountain, but we know what her alternative motive was, is to come see Ep.
Yeah, Ep has not made it down to Richmond in a while, so she decided to take the initiative and trap him.
Yeah, because duty called, and I just can't seem to get away from the office for a couple days ago to drive. What would you say? 75 miles?
If that.
Well, here I can. Let's see. How far is Walton's Mountain from Richmond? Yeah, I know they said it in a few episodes. Well, we know Rockfish is 6 miles. Okay, this ain't answering my question.
Because there is no real distance. Walton Mountain does not exist.
Well, I thought no, but it was inspired by a real place there. I thought they mentioned it like, oh, Richmond was so far was, or at least hours away. But she offers Olivia a ride home, and they ride, and They're talking. Then she takes off, and John Boy here, or not John Boy, Ben here is talking to her. There, and here's a better view of how bright blue the eyes are. I don't know. Maybe I have a thing for eyes or something because I meant to Ralph Waite's eyes, Axe with his eyes all the time here.
Well,
that wouldn't be the weirdest thing that anyone's ever admitted to being into.
Oh, I think it's a woman with eyes is much better than one without eyes. I'll just say that.
This sounds like it's from something with experience there, PvP. Did you find a no-eyed woman?
No.
Hey, a blind girl can. Don't underestimate the talents of a blind girl.
Yeah, especially when they got to use their hands for everything.
Well, that's true. I suppose a blind girl might be a little less picky as far as the guy she saddles up with, so to speak.
Well, look at that one gal on Family Guy who absolutely hated dogs that Brian ended up paying.
Okay, I haven't watched enough Family Guy to get that. But
in the end, they all only really care about one thing.
Yeah. Let's see, Gorilla. It's not too far to know that Germ. If you knew the real world mountain name, it may work on the distance. It's inspired by Schroyer, Virginia, which is a real place. So I'm still trying. Here, I'll try even giving a secondary question. Searching. Okay. In the context of the series, The Waltons, the distance from Walton's Mountain, based on Schroyer, Virginia, to Richmond, Virginia, is typically described as approximately 70 miles.
Okay.
So when John Boy goes to boat right there, he's pretty much halfway there already. So there, I got the answer for you. Sit there and quit calling me a retard, even though I am one. All right, so
yeah, he gets that enough from us and his kids.
Yeah,
it could have been worse. He could have called you a Democrat.
Oh, then I'd be timing him out there. But anyhow,
that's a nice car, I must say. That blue car.
Yeah. So Ben here went in for the kiss there. We didn't see where his hands were at when he was going in for that kiss, but we could get. And Berker Marielle comes along the corner. She spots it, and she just starts giving him some shit. This is the only time I think we really see Jason in this one.
He's not in this much at all this episode. He's practically non-existent, really.
Like he was so non-existent, I don't even remember him being in this scene.
I remember him getting food. That's about the only thing I do remember. Because I don't think he did anything else in the damned episode at all.
Yeah, he's background for pretty much the rest of it.
Yeah.
If that,
it's just like most of the kids. Most of the kids are background in this one, really, except for the two main ones, the Jim Bob and oh crap, can't even remember. Ben. Those are the only two that really matter. Actually, all the rest of the family is pretty minor in this one. Well, I guess Ma and Pa are kind of in a few scenes, but
yeah. So anyhow, John Boy has to get the article published. He's trying to get Ben to come help him, but Ben's like, I got a date. There, but so I don't know if he goes. I can't remember if he goes and helps. The rest of them go and eat their dessert because they want to listen to some program on the radio, which they were nice enough to let him let them do that. Let's see. Don't tempt me, PvP. I might just do that after. Oh, we are Jack. We are
Okay,
all
I'm
Jack.
not. I'm not. I'm. You're losing me down. I'm not quite sure what you're.
How many assholes we got on this ship, anyhow? I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Now that would have been appropriate for the State of the Union when you looked at the Democrats.
Yeah. Oh, so he does go and help them, and I can't remember what he. So John, I can't remember. Jerm, do you remember this scene?
Ben wasted about an hour making a gift for his girl. Yeah, and John Boy is mighty pissed.
It's some stupid paperweight, and he drops it in the machine, which could have broke the printing press, and John Boy is not too fucking happy.
Yeah, well, John Boy has to learn how to whoop some ass here when they need it.
Well, we kind of are getting to that in the scene pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And so John Boy takes off, and Ben takes off, and John Boy continues.
Ben basically quits.
Yeah, essentially, you're not allowed to quit. You're fired.
I think it was kind of a mutual agreement. Quit, fired, same thing.
Yeah. So, anyhow, Olivia is here. She gets dressed up. Grandpa says she's looking kind of spiffy. He goes, "Oh, I might come talk to her." And and Jim Bob here keeps asking her questions about the engine and all that. You know what Jim Bob reminds me of?
Who's that?
Do you remember the show My Strange Addiction?
Nope.
Never.
It's a show where these people, they submit the things, and these people talk about all their weird addictions that they had. Like what one gal,
Gorilla. Shut up.
Yeah,
we don't need. I know what you're going to. I saw that commercial.
Sounds like reality crap to me.
Jared knows where I'm going with this one. Jared knows exactly where I'm going with this one. Especially the one kid that, let's just say he fell in love with this car and he did some stuff with the tailpipe. I'll just leave it at that. I'll let you guys' imagination do the rest.
You need to get that George. You need to get that George Takei. Oh my. Audio that would come in handy in a situation like right now.
Well,
by the way, does anybody think Jim Bob's infatuation with this older woman is a bit weird? Like, I mean, she's not the ugliest woman I've ever seen, but Jim Bob
kind of love with the car, not the woman.
Well, he seems to like the woman too, because they did mention somebody around the table when they were eating. Somebody. What was it, Aaron, that said he's infatuated with her or something? I'm pretty sure Aaron said that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more the car he's infatuated with, not her. But she said it's. Do we have to go back to my strange addiction?
That's not.
And hey, Scurvy, how's it going? You might have picked the wrong time to step into the stream there.
Yeah, you picked the perfect time
there, Sorry. So anyhow, they conveniently stopped right in front of the sheriff's office because Olivia specifically said that she's going to rockfish shopping, and John's like, why don't you go to Charlottesville? It has a lot better shops. No, we're going to rockfish. Oh, you're just hoping that they run into Ep. Which they meet in their Ep, and they sit there talking. Olivia goes shopping there, and her and Ep just go and they go and do it on the cot in the jail cell. So Ben comes to this guy here, and they're talking. And all right, so time to do some fancy dancy math. So the one car there is like $150 there. So let's see how much that is nowadays. So that's a $3,357 used car. What are some
Not
other
bad.
prices there?
Well, you'd probably pay that much for a used car these days, and it would probably be a junker as well.
Is that 225 or 3?
Thank you.
That's 225. So I'll just do a couple of them. At 225, there is there's like $5,000. So basically, these cars are half the price of what used cars are now, according to my area.
Yeah, because even used cars here are, I think, a bit overpriced
Well,
sometimes.
Well, my car was what they took the price way down on it from what they thought. They say that it's worth just because the dog tore up the inside and scratched the shit out of it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new car one of these years. I hate the thought because the old rust bucket still runs really well. And I can't believe I'm driving a 1993 car and the engine is actually still fabulous. It's just the rest of the little bits that are slowly dying.
Yeah. So anyhow, Ben, he's going to get a better chance, and I am going to play a little bit of this scene here.
He and Sarah talked for a while, but Sarah said nothing happened.
Wait. Oops. I screwed that up. There. All right, so.
You ran into Ab.
Take you long?
He and Sarah talked for a while, but Sarah said nothing happened.
You mean he didn't propose to her right there in the middle of the street?
Are you interested in hearing what happened or not?
Well, first he asked what happened there. She's just given that nothing happened there, and they gave a pause. That like she was done talking.
Didn't anybody else find Olivia kind of smug and kind of just a pain in the ass in this episode?
You ain't never seen a woman be a matchmaker before, have you?
I can honestly say I have not. Probably a good thing.
They're all like that. If their friend isn't with somebody, their goal in life is to either get them with somebody they know or make sure they're never happy. It usually depends on if they're single or not.
Yeah, I still found her smug. Look at that! Look at that face. I mean, she's totally smug here.
Good. Well, let's see. What did Jesse walk into this time? Oh, you didn't hear about just think of My Strange Addiction and the guy and his car. You can piece in a tailpipe. You can piece the rest of it together. There.
You said nothing happened.
Sarah invited him over to Mrs. Brimmer's for supper, but Ab said he had a pool game. Do you think he had a pool game?
Probably does now.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, he wasn't lying. He was just future-proofing it.
Well, I wouldn't mind having a pool game either. So I'm surprised.
Would you rather have a pool game or would you rather have some tail?
Oh, I guess I'd take. Well, it depended on what the tail was, but if the tail was, half decent, I suppose I'd go with the tail. But still, a good game of pool, it can be satisfying in its own way.
Why? When she came all the way from Richmond?
Olivia, I've known Ep a lot of years. I've hunted with him. I've fished with him. Had an off-duty drink with him. And I played...
Now, notice he emphasized off-duty drink.
Of course. Of course, the sheriff can't be drinking on duty.
Yeah, of course not. No, he would never do anything like that. Never, not once.
Never, never. I'm surprised at the end of the scene why Pa didn't say, you know what, I think I'm going to go join that pool game tonight, Olivia. Because she was kind of pissing him off, I got the feeling, by the end of this scene.
That's okay. Olivia will volunteer him for that pool game.
Pool with him. You should see the way he plays pool. He looks at that shot from every angle while you're standing there talking, waiting for him to shoot.
Hey?
I am not interested in a pool game.
Pep doesn't like to make fast moves. He probably likes Sarah a lot, but he's not going to be pushed into anything.
Well, you're his friend. You've known him a long time. I suggest you get over to Ep and tell him to make his move.
No. No, I may grouse him about not getting off the dime, but I am not going to push him into matrimony.
No, I John's known him a long time there, so I think John would know better than Olivia there.
I like how Olivia says she's suggesting it. She ain't suggesting nothing. She's commanding it. Because I got a feeling Paul might as well go and sleep on that pool table tonight if he doesn't say, yeah, he'll go talk to him.
Of course, Olivia spent
May
too much
enjoy
time
his
already
freedom.
planning that wedding.
You think freedom is better than marriage?
I didn't say that.
Well, it sounded like it.
Liv.
Hey, you know what yeah, that reminded me of? Oh shoot, I don't have the clip. I was gonna play. It's a trap. That is that is a more obvious trap than the trap that Trump gave the Democrats there on Tuesday there. And at least John was smart enough, unlike our Democrats, not to fall for it there. I thought he did a pretty good job dodging that there, because it's such an obvious trap.
Yeah.
This whole thing is beginning to get out of hand.
Maybe you'd like to go play pool tonight, too.
Now, see, I wish you'd said, I think I will.
Dude, he had that smile on there, but he did his acting with they're good.
I think Olivia's really crossing the line with that scene, though. She's getting to be kind of really pushy. And
Don't get between a woman and a wedding.
Even if you want to eat the cake. Anyway, here we go.
Pretty much revolve around weddings.
Here's Ben.
After their own, it's their friends, then it's their daughters, and it's their favorite pastime.
Ben's first victim.
Well, spoiler alert, he doesn't get his ass whooped like he deserves, but I think that this would have been a lot better if the guy who came back at least just knocked him one. But he's looking at the truck. Apparently, his truck died, and he's looking at this one, and he takes him over to the white one there. Yeah, there he is telling him how it's a great truck. That the guy comments the upholstery's ripped, blah blah. But he goes, "It's a quality, blah blah blah." There, and bet you, let's throw a rug over it. Call it good. There, then he goes, "But if you go talk to Mr. Jarvis, I bet you knock a couple bucks off for the upholstery, blah blah blah." So anyhow, he ended up getting the sale. Aaron goes on a thing. They're sitting here waiting. I thought that was pretty slick of Ben, but that's one of those he definitely deserves to get his ass whooped, his ass beat for what he did.
Well, the trouble with Ben is he knows in the back of his mind, because his boss has even told him, like, "Oh, go push that vehicle. Don't sell the good one. Sell that piece of crap." Is basically what the boss is saying without saying it out loud. And he does that several times with Ben, right? He's like, "Oh, don't sell."
No, he hasn't done that yet.
Well, he just told Ben to sell the garbage truck to that dude.
No,
Not sell him a good truck.
No, he didn't, because the guy said he's a little strapped for cash. The Ben took him over to that white truck.
Yeah, but he said if he talked to the boss man would knock a couple of dollars off, and I bet he did.
Yeah, that's just good. But that wasn't the boss pressure. Because the boss was testing him out. Ben passed the slime ball test.
Yeah,
he shows up.
He's even going to be more of a slime ball by the end of the episode.
So anyhow, he took it over there. He goes, he got his first sale today. He sold the truck and he got $8 commission. So how much in commission did he get?
That's good money back in 37, I would think.
So he got $179 commission.
Now, see, if Ben had been smart and thinking with the head on his shoulders, he would have put that money into the bank or tucked it under the mattress or saved it. But we all know what happens at the end of the episode with that money.
Hey, money doesn't do you any good in the bank when you're trying to get laid.
Yeah, but I got a
you
feeling
beat it to a gerbil. You put it plainer than I was gonna put it.
I got a feeling that. Well, that's one thing. Okay, I don't want to go into details before we get to the end because I don't want to spoil it. But
yeah, so let's keep going. So John here asked him if it was a white truck that used to sit behind so and so's garage that had all those problems. He goes, how'd you know? Did you tell him about the problems? No, he never asked. Don't you think you should have told him? Yeah, basically, John put him in the site. That John Boyce kind of gives him shit about it. And waiting for this to catch up. So let's catch up on chats here. That says, just been thankful they aren't talking about. Oh God, that is so fucking 20 years ago. I know some people who actually watched the video. So
be honest, Gorilla, you watch it every Saturday.
Actually, I've never watched it once. No, I watched it. I watched a certain 2-liter go up a certain thing here, but that's only because my coworker sent that to me for some reason. Sorry, I had to censor myself a little bit. But yeah, he said Epsy wanted to talk to Eps there. Olivia sent him over, but we're gonna.
An unmarried man, walking around loose, that gives women ideas.
Oh, well.
Wait. I didn't understand that. A married man walking around loose. Like, I didn't think Epps was married. Or John's not loose. I'm confused.
Yeah, you have to replay that because I didn't quite catch the meaning there either.
Yeah.
An unmarried man, walking around loose,
unmarried,
gives women ideas.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't catch the un part.
Oh, well.
There's no use me beating around the bush, Ep. Sarah's got her eye on you, Ep. She wants you to ask her to marry you.
And he's like, huh? Why would someone want to marry me, huh? I don't get it. That's impression. That's the way the face gives that look.
But, look, John, I
Liv put me up to this.
Yeah, hey, John writes all. It's all Olivia's fault. She's made me do this. If I want to get any tonight, I have to come talk to you. That's pretty much what John's saying.
She'd like nothing better than have her friend staked out up here for good. All the women in my family are kind of soft on you anyway. You know that, Ep.
Well, I'm pretty soft on them, too.
Did you notice the symbolism when he closes the jail cell? It's kind of like he's feeling locked in.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Well, I thought it was
thought you-
symbolic of as if he's feeling caged all of a sudden, like locked
No,
into something.
I think he's trying to figure out how to get out of this conversation. He's just fucking with the jail cell.
No, I think he's feeling the wily female trappings closing in on him, and he's starting to feel like he should be in that cage, or he will be in that cage.
Right.
I thought it was symbolic. I like that bit. Does Paul's expression here looks like he just ate something really bad?
Yeah, about a pound of crow.
That's Sarah. Man could do a lot worse.
Oh, look, John, I know. You could see. I've always been the kind of a fella that, you've got to kind of go by my. With me.
Yeah, you will pretty much get the gist, but John's just pushing it again, and God, if I wore an outfit like that, I'd have to kick my own ass.
That's okay, Gorilla. There'd be a line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think the hat looks ridiculous also. It looks like she's working on a carnival sideshow ride or something. Of course, it makes Blondie here all hot and bothered, so I guess it's working.
That's what really matters.
There you go. He's dressed to impress a hot honey.
Just a sec. So anyhow, she didn't see the hat there, like it, blah blah blah. They're sitting there talking, and Mary Ellen goes, "Hey, my brother Ben's working over at the car." Mrs. Brimmer's bitching about her feet there, but she had to walk all the way to Ike's there to get some sugar and some cornmeal, which is like 38 cents. But anyhow,
her sore ankles
now
like
Mary
for
Ellen,
a year now.
yeah, and Mary Ellen says, "Well, I know what Kurt would say. He'd say stay off your feet. Well, when you're a boarding house, so you can't stay off your feet." She says you should get a car. And did wasn't it Mrs. Brimmer's car that went through the ice there, Germ, in the Christmas episode?
I don't believe it was Bremer. No, it was one of the other ladies.
Or was it Fosse? Or the gal that no, wait,
yeah, the gal that runs
the telephone place.
The switchboard. Yeah. Yeah, it was Fosse.
Yeah. So anyhow, Mary Ellen was talking about how they should go. She should go over the car dealership there. Her brother Ben's working there. I'm pretty sure he'll cut you a deal. Blah blah. They're talking. I can't remember. They're up here was talking about, or I can't remember what the scene was about.
They never get out of bed.
Jerm, do you remember this scene?
Yeah, he's reporting in on how it went with Eb.
Yeah, and it didn't go very well because, and so this.
Yeah, she gets the idea about inviting them both over for dinner.
Oh yeah, then take them out for a movie. But anyhow, Mrs. Brimmer comes over and she's looking at a real nice car there, and Ben should have put his foot down. It's a nice car there. And he goes, "This is a coupe here. I want you to test your skills. How about you sell her the other one there?" And he goes, "But that one has all kinds of problems." And no, that's not my problem. Yeah, it's an asshole like this. It's an asshole like this is why we have lemon laws now.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, look at Ben's expression. He knows that this guy, he's figuring out finally this guy's a shady car salesman, and he's going to screw over one of the Walton's friends. And he should have just said, you know what, I'm going to sell her the good car. And if the boss didn't like it, well, I'm sure John Boy would always be welcoming back to the newspaper if worse came to worse.
Yeah. Let's see. Just been thankful they aren't. Oh, we already covered that.
Yeah, we saw that one.
A hat like that makes a woman moist. No, it makes her like bounty. It dries her up fast. And welcome, buddy. Welcome.
Hey, buddy.
I'll leave it alone. Thank you for the like there. No, but it's assholes like this is why we got lemon laws now. So you want because he can sell that coop any other time he wants, but.
Well, Ben could have sold it to a total stranger, right? And then he wouldn't have to feel so damn guilty.
Like the nice car you could have sold to anybody. But yeah, so anyhow, Ben, he borrows a car.
If he was smart, he would tell his would-be father-in-law that he has a brother that is good with cars, and he can start fixing these up, and you can charge more for all the vehicles.
That's a plot hole. You got a good point, Jim. That is a plot hole because he could have got Jim Bob working part-time for the car dealer to repair these junkers for a nominal fee, and then the fucking car dealer wouldn't be getting the reputation of a shady guy, right?
Well, Jerm, I think what the writers were going for was shut up. That's what they're going for. So anyhow, we got this scene here, there, song there, and you guys John pulling the hat there. Wearing the hat. Okay.
That hats look ridiculous on Pa.
All right. Who wears the hat better, Ben or Pa? Who wears the hat better?
Ben, definitely, because Pa looks like, well, even Pa knows he looks like an idiot wearing that thing.
Pa looks like he's been to the Dewdrop Inn for a good time.
Well, look at Grandpa's reaction. He's laughing his ass off thinking about that hat on Pa's head.
That has to get turned off. Otherwise. Yeah, because I can't. That's copyrighted material. I can't have it in the background.
Hey, another rare appearance of Jason in this episode.
Yeah. So anyhow, I think he mentioned that he sold the car to Mrs. Brimmer and stuff. Blah blah. Ben's fixing up his vehicle. They're getting. Well, John's fixing the doorknob there, but Olivia's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go talk to Sheriff Briggs since you screwed it up there." Blah blah blah. So, anyway, do you recognize the kid? Oh, we missed the shoelace scene. Oh well, the kid was having troubles with the shoelaces and all that. But do you recognize that kid?
Nope.
Germ?
I thought these are like 40, almost 49 minutes. So I don't remember any shoelace scene. Maybe they. I can't believe they would have cut something.
Sheriff Briggs, because that's one thing. Was the one of the notes I was going to talk about there. Sheriff Briggs was tying his shoes there, and he's talking to the kid. The kid's like, "Oh, my feet are growing so fast that."
No, that is in an earlier scene. Actually, I watched it today, Gorilla.
Yeah, so
it's on here. It's on here, but you just bypassed it.
Yeah, we missed it. But anyhow, he said, "At this rate, you'll have the record for most broken shoelaces." And he pats the kid on the back, like, "We don't get the sheriffs and the cops will go around and sit there and talk to the people, help the kid, even sit down and help the kid tie his shoe and all that. We don't have the cops that'll sit there and interact with it anymore, which is a shame. They're now it's the only time you interact with the cops is when they're pulling you over. You need to call them on your neighbors."
Well, the thing is, back then, they had cops that would walk the beat too, right? They would actually walk around the community patrolling, making sure everything was peaceful, keeping the peace. Uh, then that disappeared, and now the only cops we have are the ones driving around in cop cruisers, and the only time you're ever going to see them is if they do pull you over. Like it's kind of, and that's the thing. Cops on the beat could build community relationships with the citizens of that town. We don't have that anymore. I know it's logistics, and cities are much bigger now, and I get that, but something was definitely lost when we lost the cop on walking the beat.
Yeah, but anyhow, that was Cammy Cotter's brother Jeff.
Oh, cool!
The one that plays Elizabeth. That's her brother.
Nice.
That showed up for.
Yeah, I think she did mention her brother in a video one time. Yeah.
So anyhow, Sheriff Burger started talking to the horse. Cute little. The kid brings him kids ice cream for him. And Sheriff Burger's talking. She invites him and what's her face Sarah or whatever to dinner and go to the movie afterwards. And he goes, well, the sheriff's company gets it for free, which most places don't. Like, well, if you come into a place in your uniform, like you might get a free meal or something like that, but yeah, like you definitely wouldn't get a free movie and all that. So she said that, oh, I guess that part of the night's on you. So anyhow, she invites him over there to dinner, and this is where she talked. They talk about. She goes, "Yeah, I went and bought the car, and it broke down as soon as I got it home." There, and like I would have been marching over to the car dealership and fucking yelling at the guy, but they said you should take it back and have them repair it. There, and she's like, "Yeah." It's like a woman's group, but it's like they didn't think to.
Well, it does get mentioned later that she tried, and the car dealer refused to get it repaired.
Was it that?
It's later
Not yet.
on. Yeah, but he
Yeah.
refused. He said, "Go away, unsatisfied customer. I got your money, and I don't care."
Yeah. So they have dinner. That it's kind of like one of those awkward silent dinners, like with that small talk.
Totally.
Blah blah blah.
Well, when Pa's talking about how good the food tastes, man, that doesn't get any smaller than the small talk.
Yeah. So now this seems like this is what you call a titty flick there, Naughty Marietta, or is it more like a burlesque show?
When I first saw that, I thought it was Naughty Margarita Girl, and I thought of you getting hammered on the beach when you were on your vacation.
Well, I can't. Hey, I'm not like those. Hey, I'm not like that dumb blonde bimbo there that had a fucking seltzer drink out in the open on a beach where it's no alcoholic beverage. Because in Florida, no alcohol is allowed on the beaches there. And some fucking blonde bimbo had her can of beer, or maybe it was a seltzer drink there, White Claw, out in the open for the cops to see. Then instead, the cops are just gonna tell her, "Hey, get rid of the alcohol, get off the beach, blah blah blah." Just basically, it was let's see SMID. They pretty much get off the beach, get rid of the alcohol, blah blah blah, or get rid of the alcohol, blah blah. It was just a simple that they weren't even gonna ticket her, or if they did, it's like a $25 ticket for drinking on the beach. But the dumb bitch handed the cop a fake ID. What a dumb bitch.
She votes Democrat, obviously.
No, she's from Wisconsin.
She could
So
still
anyhow,
vote
they're
Democrat.
showing this little wacky little show here that they're and Scott, how stupid is Ep here? Why didn't Sarah sit on the other side, on his side there next to him?
Well, that's the thing. if I was going to the movie, I'd sit next to the woman of interest. I'd buy a large popcorn, and I would tell them you don't need to put butter on it because I'm going to provide my own butter once she gets going on me.
Oh, that'll be a
Too much?
fucking yeast infection and a half.
Too much?
Hey, Moira, how's it going? Hugs back, Moira. Welcome, Jim. Welcome. What was? Yeah. Well, she has to be dumb to at least put your fucking White Claws in like a fucking not a third like a what's the it's I got these I thought it's a glass. It's a traveling cup. There that has the metal interior that has the lid and all that. I can't think of what the fucking called. But at least put your alcohol in that. There, don't have it open with their signs everywhere that says alcohol is not permitted on the beach. There,
You know
what?
What would have been smart if she went to the 7-Eleven, got one of their super huge pops for like $1 or whatever the fuck they sell them for now. Poured half of that shit out, poured half of her alcohol into the cup, and just sucked it out through the straw. And
No,
cups
but it
wouldn't
wasn't
even paid attention to her.
It wasn't a mixed drink. It was like beer or White Claw, something like that.
Well, you pour
I'd have
your
to
beer
find the
into
video
a
from-
7-Eleven cup then.
Yeah, I'll find the video for you from donut operator. PvP wants her to butter his popcorn.
Isn't that the best way?
Yeah. Yeah, I did say hi to Jim there. Welcome, Jim. I said hi to Moria there. But yeah,
Hey, guys.
this seating arrangement didn't make sense, and John's like, yeah, and then Olivia pushes him like they should be sitting together. And then she's like giving that old nudge him in the ribs. He goes, "Wasn't my idea. Absolutely the show." Blah blah. And here, Ben was gonna go in a kiss there, like they're gonna make out throughout the damn movie there. Then he looks back and he sees his parents.
He slides down in the seat. Yeah.
And he's like, slides down into his chair, like, oh fuck. So he got blocked.
Did he ever?
Yeah. So he, they're traveling, they're small talk, and like a travel show. He drops her off. Then he goes and drops Olivia and John. Then he'll go and drop Olivia and John off. I gotta wait for this thing here to catch up here. It goes. I fell on the ice Monday and dislocated my right shoulder and out for the next 2 weeks plowing shit. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Jim. I hope you recover fast.
Ouch. Not good. Do you ever consider getting those cleats that you can attach to the bottom of your shoes? Those big spiky cleats, because they could probably help on ice. Because I know they used to sell them up here. I don't know if they sell them down there, but you could probably find them someplace. And basically, you just strap it over your regular shoe, and it's like half-inch cleats that will just crack into that ice so you can actually walk.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the ice we have around here, it's not thin. It's just a thin layer right on the sidewalks.
We rarely get it here. The only time we actually this winter's been pretty mild. We've hardly had any snow. We get more rain actually right now than anything else, so we've been lucky.
Yeah. So
last time I had a bad experience when there was black ice, when I still had to drive to the office about 4 years ago, and halfway to the car, I didn't realize it was black ice, and I slipped on my ass, ripped the hell out of my pants, but I still had to get to the office in the next 15 minutes, so I just got in the car, covered in dirt, and it was not a fun day, let's put it that way.
yeah. So he comes back and he proposed. Well, I don't think he pretty much just said her name there. They're talking there, and And Jim Bob pretty much called him a piece of shit. Everybody called him a piece of shit there. I may be paraphrasing. So anyhow, how Ben actually goes over to Mrs. Brimmer's there, grabs the car and brings it back to the house there, and he's gonna actually he'll try to fix it himself. And someone said maybe Jim.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, do what? Sit there. Hey, do you want to read this one?
So PPP is approving of strap-ons now. Did I say anything about strap-ons?
Yes, you did.
Did I? Can anybody refresh my memory of what I actually said? Because I don't remember mentioning strap-ons. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the clamps you put on your fucking shoes. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're the one who made it dirty.
You're fucking stretching that one like 1,000 light years, buddy. Okay, Dan. That's it. I'm done, buddy.
Yeah. Warriors is raw. Hey, Jim. Hey there. Per Scurvy here. Sit there saying hello, Scurvy. We're getting a kitty cat from Moira. Moira, don't I get hugs too? Oh, everybody say hello to each other. Sit there, our specialty. So, anyhow, I can't remember what they were talking about with John Boy and Ben here, but it was just a little back. So he goes, but anyhow.
So pretty much, you realize you're a dickhead? Yes. Why don't you get Ben to help you, or why don't you get Jim Bob to help you with the car? Oh no, he thinks I'm a dickhead too.
I'm actually surprised that Ben didn't ask for his newspaper job back in that scene. Because I thought he might have, but he didn't.
Yeah. So anyhow, he comes back there. I can't. They talk about how she has all her things packed, and she disappeared there. And then Lily's like, "You leaving so far?" Yeah, but I'll be right back. We'll come back after the honeymoon. After he dropped, because at Bridges actually did propose, and there, and John's like, there. She goes, "Do you wanna? I told you so there, or you were right to live there?" It's kind of funny. But
yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I told you so, yeah.
Minnie Mouse pillow, I don't have a All right, just give me a bit. We're almost done here. So anyhow, Jim, I was giving shit. You go having trouble there? Oh, I want to play. Oh, damn it.
Now, do you think that was actual oil, or would that have been like molasses or something?
Molasses.
It would have been molasses.
I hope so.
Actually, when you drain the oil, it is not dark and black like that unless you burnt it.
No, you sure don't look like a...
You don't want to be under it when you drain the oil. Like, I don't think any decent mechanic that knows how to work on cars would do that to themselves. But obviously, Ben's a douchebag, so.
Mechanic.
Get out of here, Jim Bob.
Oh, I want to see a real expert at work.
I'm going to come out and get you, boy.
What's the matter? You having some trouble?
No, I'm not having any trouble. Now just get out of here, Jim Bob, huh?
That's desperation in there.
Jim Bob is loving this. He's going, "Oh yeah, you're fucked. You're gonna come crawling back for my help."
You think he'd put a piece of cardboard underneath him?
Usually they put like a container if they're going to drain the oil. They don't lie with their face under it.
I think I was intentional. He was trying to take another bolt out. He took the drain plug out.
Well, because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, Gorilla. It's like if I wanted to fly a fighter jet, I would say, You know what? You better get somebody more qualified. Just saying.
No.
That was a fun scene, though. I really enjoyed that.
No, that's too fast for molasses. It looks like chocolate syrup. It had to have been something edible because he got it in his mouth, so it had to be something edible.
Well, molasses is edible.
Yeah, but that's slow. Molasses pour
Yeah,
slow.
but
That's too
chocolate wouldn't be black like that, would it?
Yes, it would. It looks like chocolate syrup to me. Because look around his nose, it's how it's brown.
That's because he's been sticking up his boss's ass, girl.
Yeah, so anyhow, Jumbo's sure something wakes him up. And
He
he
looked like
sees
the
Jim
wolf
Bob.
man there.
Yeah, Jim Bob was working on it. Then Jumbo comes out and he just has a smile on his face there. Then Jim Bob's like, "Well, you're gonna help it." He gets out and goes, he just gives the thanks. Like the brothers acknowledge it. It's like a knowledgeable thanks there. He goes, "Well, you gotta grab a wrench. You gotta take out. They had to take out the radiator to get at the timing belt. Blah blah blah." So the timing belt went out on it. So
And they said you have to take the radiator out to get that out. So Jim Bob knows his stuff.
Those candles don't put out.
Oh, here.
Why do ladies put candles on the table when they invite men for supper?
Because candlelight makes ladies look prettier.
Well, why is that?
Those candles don't put out much light and you can't see too much.
Isn't that kind of sneaky?
Night, Elizabeth.
That's an ass whooping if I ever heard. Someone
Elizabeth is old beyond her years. She's starting to figure out the game at this point.
Yeah, so let's go on to our epilogue there. They're grown now, those boys, men set apart by time and distance, but the patterns that were set in those early years still remain. During the years that followed, my brothers and my sisters came to each other's aid, often in time of trouble, and they still do. All right. So, final thoughts. We'll start with you. Oh, let's catch up on chats here real quick. And it's okay. I'll take the clawing instead, Moria. She goes, purse instead. Have a good night there, Jim.
Good night.
That kid will make a great supervisor one day. Sit and watch and question the guy doing the work. All right, so we'll start with you, PvP's final thoughts.
Well, actually, I didn't mind this one after last week's The Hiding Place. Let's face it, that was a very heavy episode about very dark crap happening at that time in the world, you know, with the what was going on in Europe. So that was a very heavy episode to me. So I kind of enjoyed that they kind of mixed it up with a lighter one. You know, I know often we don't really enjoy these lighter, frivolous episodes, but I thought of this as a palate cleanser after last week, which was very dark and very heavy situation. I didn't mind it. I thought it was more like two B stories than a really solid A story in this one. Jason working at the car lot. Yeah, it was okay. And we get a bit of, it's always nice, Ben. Nice to get a bit of development on any Walton character, which we did get some development on him here. We moved forward with his romance for Blue-Eyed Blondie there. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere because I have a feeling Ben's probably going to quit that job if he has to keep selling his friends in the community crappy cars. I don't think he's going to want to do that much longer, even though the bonuses are pretty sweet. That's not bad for a day's work when you're getting $175 bonus. And yeah, so that was okay. The other story with excuse me. The other story with the wedding was probably the best part. that's one reason I gave it the rating I did, because the only reason this worked for me was the sheriff. When a main character or a reoccurring character like the sheriff actually has a significant event in the character's, um, you know, continuation, like the sheriff finally gets married at the end of this. I give it a bit of a boost because, I like the sheriff, and I know that's probably going to add something going down the storylines with the sheriff being hitched. So, I enjoyed that. I liked the Jim Bob, Ben Brotherhood thing where Jim Bob finally bails his ass out at the end of the episode. Um, that was good. Jim Bob was really, fun in this episode. He's actually becoming a pretty good character because he knows his stuff, and he should really get a job being a mechanic somewhere. Because I'm sure he could pull in some money because he does know his stuff. Uh, Overall, I guess I'm rambling. Sorry. I was going to put this in the C range, but because of the sheriff getting married, I gave it a begrudging B minus, even though I was thinking more it's like a C level episode. But I like it when a regular character has a major advancement in their character development, which this episode did for the sheriff. So that's basically the only reason I was that generous. Otherwise, it probably would have been like a C minus or something overall.
Yeah, B minus is pretty much where it should be. 2 B stories, but they fit together pretty well. No real mistakes on the writing. They didn't go against anything they've said before. Good to see one-off character come back and probably come back as a semi-regular thing. Eb gets some development. Ben and Jim Bob both have character development, so pretty good, but not enough to be an A. So B minus.
Oh, so I'm gonna be the asshole tonight, huh? No,
Uh-oh.
You always are.
no. Usually you have the lower rating than I do there, but yeah, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have a slower episode after the heavy episode last week, but just seemed kind of like bored there. I wish that I would have done more with the car salesman and maybe just have a. Hey, did you hear Sarah and Epps got married? I mean, I guess it's that. I don't know. I think it's more like a C episode. There, it's just kind of an episode that's there. Not bad, but not epic or great.
Well, I think that's why I enjoyed it, because the last one was kind of epic with the European, John Boy, kind of pushing it along last episode. Excuse me, I got to mute. I'm sneezing. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, after the last heavy episode, I didn't mind this. And as I mentioned, I got.
Close it up, girl.
Sorry, guys. I'm just going to say quickly that I can understand what Gorilla's saying, but, C's not a bad rating. I mean, it's perfectly fine. But, I just thought the sheriff getting married was what pushed it over the top for me. The rest of it was perfectly fine, but I thought it was a good episode overall. I don't need to really add to that, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end our poll. Hey, we got 10 votes here.
Wow.
And we got A plus A minus got 20%, B plus to B minus got 10%, C plus to C minus got 10%, and winner of this week's poll, here to hear stupid shit from Gorilla, got 60% of the vote out of 10 votes.
People are playing it safe when they vote for the stupid shit, right, Gorilla? I bet those people that voted for that never watched the episode either. I'm just saying.
But anyhow, PvP, what do you got going on?
Let's see. Cleaning around the apartment. Probably doing some cooking, trying to get some more sleep. Catching up on videos I haven't watched because there's been some interesting things happening in the world over the last few days. That's about it, I guess. Nothing groundbreaking or earth shaking.
Alrighty, Jer, what you got going on?
Well, right after this, I'll be with this Dan to start the second season of Rising of the Shield Hero. Tomorrow night, we have United, part of the Romulan arc for season 4 of Enterprise. And Sunday, we'll do the final catch up off of Yellowstone, preparing for Marshals, which we'll start covering next Sunday. And Monday, it's the return of Godzilla.
Nice. Let's see. Great episode of the Walters. I didn't know we were watching the Walters there. Let's see. Gorilla scores a G+. A very good deduction, says Kirby. But as for me there, well, Sundays we should have the series of Fortune That's Wide Window, and our first Tuesday will be the premiere episode. I think we went with the Silverbacks Lounge. That way I don't feel obligated to smoke cigars anymore. So
your lungs will appreciate you.
You're gonna have to change your avatar then, Gorilla, because you're smoking a cigar right now.
No, I'll still keep the avatar. Yeah.
No, you
always
vote
that way as the pull as I've never seen. Oh, you gotta watch the Waltons. Waltons is a great show.
Yeah, Lemon, you really need to watch this show. It's really good, man.
Yeah, and it's not letting me download the new song, so I'll have to get that for next week. So, but anyhow, everyone have a good night, and just remember.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
We've been stopping, being through the night.